Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me for a class today. Now I have got a Pilates class where we're going to play with rolling like a ball. It's one of our kind of sillier Pilates poses, but that's okay. It is a great big abdominal work and it's a fabulous way to slowly work up into a bigger pose like teaser. So we're going to use that to kind of strengthen our body, to turn on our abdominal muscles and eventually make it into that great big pose. Roll out your mat. Let's get started. Let's start in the middle of our mat with our feet about hip distance, hands by our side. Actively reach your fingertips down to the ground. Actively reach your head up to the sky. Trim your waist like you have a belt on and it got one notch tighter. Think about broadening across your chest. It's like you're trying to pull your ribs in through the front of the body, pull your shoulder blades together in the back of your body and still separate from shoulder to shoulder. Take another big inhale here. As you exhale, bring your chin to chest, bend your knees, softly roll into an easy forward fold. Now we're all at different points in our day, in our body, so you might not go down as far as I do, and that's okay. But find your easiest, gentlest forward fold and pause for a moment. Maybe grab your elbows and lightly ragdoll side to side. Now let your arms and head be still and sway the hips. Obviously head and chest move a little bit, but it's not pushing your elbows side to side like that ragdoll. It's more about letting the hips sway. Return center. Release the fingertips. Are your shoulders up by your ears? Can you soften them down the back even here? Bend the knees. Roll yourself all the way up to our nice tall standing pose. Stand tall, stand straight. Take a big breath. Exhale again, chin to chest, bend the knees. Slowly roll all the way down. Find your easy forward fold. Pause here. Now, this time, whether your hands are touching the ground or maybe they're on your shins or even your thighs, it's okay no matter where they're at. But I want you to greatly bend your knees and then see if you can straighten the legs. They might not straighten all the way. That's okay. Bend the knees, pull the navel in, tuck your chin to your chest as you do so, and then straighten the legs, pointing your sitting bones up to the sky. Again, bend the knees, kind of rounding in. It's like you're making your body a little ball, and then straighten your sitting bones up to the sky. One more time, bend the knees, pause. Really tuck your chin to your chest. Take a breath. Bend your knees so much that we take a seat on the floor. We do not have to be graceful while we do that. Scooch up to the front of your mat. Take your hands behind your thighs. Open your elbows wide. Sit tall, sit straight. Take a big breath. And then tip off your sitting bones. Rock into a lovely little Pilates C-curve. For any of my new friends out there, a Pilates C-curve is like if you were Glenda the Good Witch, you were inside your pink bubble, and you sat down, your spine would touch the circumference of the bubble. I am trying to reach my sacrum, that big bony plate at the base of my spine, down towards the mat behind me while I look forward. Hug your thighs, press your feet into the ground, cinch your waist, feel your tummy muscles kick on. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, keep that roundness through the back of your body. The minute that your shoulders are over your hips, then stack the spine, sit tall, sit straight. Again, tip back, round down, pause, big inhale. Exhale, trim the waist, stomp into your feet, roll yourself all the way up. Again, tip back, round down, pause, big inhale, exhale, roll all the way up. One more time, tip back and pause. Take a great big full inhale. Big exhale, tone the tummy. Now from here, I want you to physically think of exhaling and lifting your leg up and then set it down. And it's like you physically pull and exhale, lift your left leg up, set it down. If your leg doesn't go as high as mine does, and maybe you kind of keep your knee a little bit more bent rather than floating your ankle up, that's okay, no big deal. Exhale, pull it up, inhale, release. What I'd rather you concentrate on is trying to bring your knee or your thigh into your chest. Although if we can carry our ankle, our foot up a little higher with us, that's awesome too. No big deal, no matter where you're at. Exhale, tone the tummy, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, cinch the waist, lift. Inhale, lower.
One more to each side. Trim the waist. Think about sinking your sacrum, that big bony plate at the base of your spine, towards the ground behind you. Touch both feet back on the floor. Exhale, roll yourself up. Wiggle anything out, let any of that go, and then walk your feet a little closer, and I want you to give your body a little hug. Now you can kind of clasp your hands together, or you can hold on to the front of your shins, but all we're going to do from here is point our toes. If they're not as prettily, that's not a word, pretty as you point them, that's okay. But kind of touch your toes to the floor and lift the heels up. And again, I want you to think about sinking the sacrum back behind you. Now we're going to feel real silly as we do this, and that's okay. We should smile and have fun while we do our Pilates, but we're going to roll back and then roll all the way up and tap your toes to the ground. Pause. Take a big inhale, big breath out, tone your tummy. Now again, inhale, tip back, roll back, and then roll up, exhale, pause. So this is the beginning of our rolling like a ball. We're going to take it up a notch if we can. Now float the toes away. Keep pointing them, touching the toes together, round through the back of the body, point the elbows nice and wide, keeping your chest nice and open. When we come up, can you stop without letting your toes touch the ground? So we're gonna go inhale back, exhale, tone the tummy, pause. Good. Inhale back, exhale, tone the tummy, pause. Beautiful. 3 more. Feel as silly and ridiculous as you need to. 2 more. Big exhale on the way up. Last one. Back up, pause. Set the feet down, walk them a little wider, sit tall, sit straight. Hands can be behind the thighs again, or we can take them out and away if we want to take it up a notch. Totally your call. But tip back, round to your Pilates C curve and hold. Send your fingertips further forward. Send your sacrum further back. Inhale, slide the hands away from the body. Exhale, trim the waist, pull them in. Inhale, slide the hands away from the body. Exhale, tone the tummy, pull them back in. 3 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, cinch the waist, close. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one, open. Exhale, tone the tummy, pull it back, pause. Flip the palms. Envision you're holding a big heavy present. Give it a big squeeze. Stomp into your feet. Reach your sacrum a little closer to the mat. Inhale, lift your heavy present up to the sky. Exhale, pull it down in front of your sternum. Good. Inhale, lift your present up to the sky. Exhale, tone the tummy, pull it right back down. Beautiful. 3 more. Up we go. Exhale, return down. 2 more. Up we go. Exhale, return down. Last one. Take the hands up. Bring it down in front of you. Pause. Take a big inhale. Remember, keep your Pilates C curve until your shoulders are over your hips, and then sit tall, sit straight again. Beautiful. Walk your feet in. Touch your toes together, lift your heels, hug. Almost think of pressing your shins into your hands and actively pressing your hands back into your shins so both our legs and upper body stay active. Now we're gonna do our rolling like a ball again, and I really want you to concentrate on trying to prevent yourself from just flopping down and flapping up. We're reaching our sacrum back, rolling 1 vertebra at a time back, 1 vertebra at a time up, pause. Good. Inhale, roll back. Exhale up, pause. Beautiful. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll up, pause. Fabulous. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Hold here for a moment, hug the shins, press your shins into your hands, find that activation through your upper body. Take a big breath, set your feet on the floor, sit tall, sit straight, hands behind the thighs, lift your chest, lift your sternum. Again, take your hands out in front of you, hug your heavy present, take a big inhale, tip back, roll about halfway down into your Pilates C curve, press the palms together and slide them further forward. Really think about trimming the waist, cinching the belly. From here, inhale, slide your right hand away from your body. Exhale, tone your tummy, pull the palms back together. Inhale, slide your left hand away. Exhale, pull it back. Do you see I am keeping my nose pointing forward? This shouldn't really be a twist. It's just one hand reaching as far away and then coming back in. Especially as I take my hand back in towards the other one, I think about my opposite oblique helping to carry that hand in. So as I reach my right hand away and back in, it's my left side tummy helping to pull it back. Now my left hand reaches out, I cinch the belly and I pull my left hand in. Inhale, open. exhale, left side belly is working hard. Inhale, open. Exhale, right side belly is working hard. One more to each side. Inhale, open. Exhale, tone and close. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, tone and close. Pause. Take a great big breath. Roll yourself all the way up. Beautiful. Go ahead. Bring the shins to your body. Give yourself a little hug. Roll them back. Touch the toes. Now this time, we're going to take it up just a little bit of a notch. And no worries if we don't quite do it. Holding here for just a moment, I want you to actually bring your hands behind your thighs. Now hugging your thighs together, I want you to bring your inner thighs to touch and then open them back out. Bring your inner thighs to touch and then open them back out. If it is too much to balance on your sitting bones while we do this, you can touch your toes to the floor and go in and out right here. Exhale, inner thighs come together and then we open. Exhale, tone, inner thighs come together and we open. One more time, bring it in, open out, set the feet down, wiggle anything out you need to. Now we're going to do that again, but instead of just opening and closing the legs at the top of our rolling like a ball, we are going to hug behind our thighs, take an inhale, exhale, turn on your tummy muscles. Now roll back, exhale up, close, and open. Roll back, roll up, close, and open. Fabulous. Back and up, close, and open. For 3, and 2, last one. Set the feet down, sit tall, sit straight, wiggle anything out you need to. Take your hands out in front of you, hug your heavy present, take a big inhale. Exhale, tip off your sitting bones, rock into your Pilates C-curve. Flip your palms so they're facing down towards the ground. Press into an imaginary table. If you need a hand or two behind your thighs, you can always take it, but otherwise, stomp into your left foot. Pick up your right leg and give it a big flex. Pull the navel in, take a great big inhale. Big breath out. 5 times, I want you to straighten your leg away from your body. Exhale, pull it in. Now for any of my friends that are having trouble straightening and bending your leg right here, if you happen to have a resistance band or a TheraBand, it would be great if you put it around and you can hold the resistance band to give yourself a little extra support, extra attention there. That's okay if you want to do that. Last one out, last one in, set the foot down. Pick up your other leg, give it a big flex. Same thing, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. 3 more, reach and return. 2 more, reach and return. Last one out. Last one in, pause, set the foot down, roll all the way up. Go ahead and scooch a little further back. Open your legs just a bit wider than your mat. Sit tall, sit straight, and pull pull your thighs kind of from behind. Roll your shoulders back, lift tall, lift straight. Take a big, deep, full inhale. Big breath out. If you have the range of motion, now you can go ahead and straighten the legs. No big deal though. See if you can flex your toes a little bit, sit taller, sit straighter. Reach your fingertips up overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, both hands lift. Exhale, twist to the left. Big inhale, hands up. Exhale, flip the palms, press them down. Go ahead, scooch a little bit further, closer to the front edge of your mat. Lie down, walk your feet in, press your heels into the floor, press your hands into the floor, broaden across your chest, and then slowly from here, tip your pubic bone up and roll into a bridge pose. I really want you to think about the front of your hips, the front of your psoas. Squeeze your thigh a little bit more and see if you can press the front of your hips up, flattening that area right now, right there. Take a big inhale. From your sternum, without lifting your shoulders, roll yourself right back down to your mat. And then inhale, tip the pelvis, 1 vertebra at a time to lift up. Exhale, roll right back down. Inhale, lift on up. 2 more, roll yourself right back down. Lift it on up. Last one. Last one up. Pause for just a moment. Cinch your waist. Squeeze the thud. Reach your hips up just a little bit higher. Roll all the way down. Reach your right foot across and over to the left leg for a little figure 4. Go ahead and kind of move in your hips a little. Find some mobility there. Find whatever's feeling good. And then from here, if you want to, you can pick up your left leg. You might take your left hand behind your left thigh and take your right hand way up by your inner right thigh. We're not going to push on our knee, that's a delicate spot, but instead I kind of rotate and wrap away from the midline of my body as I pull my left knee closer to my chest. Again, you might want to be still or take a little sway side to side. And then set the foot down. Same thing, other side. Cross the other foot over. Find the beginning of your figure 4. Maybe we just stay here, or maybe you lift up the foot and hug beneath. And again, I'm not going to push directly on my knee, but I will help to deepen that stretch for myself by rotating my left inner thigh away from my body. Oh, that feels so good on this side. And let that go. Hug both knees into your chest and stir the knees around. Opposite direction. Hug just your right knee into your chest, elongate the left leg. If there's a bend in the knee, or if it feels better to fully bend and push your foot on the floor, that's okay. But otherwise, think about pulling your right knee up towards your right armpit and pressing your left heel into the floor. Take a great big breath. Pull both knees back in. Same thing, other side. Elongate the right leg, pull the left up. And again, I'm kind of pulling my left knee towards my left armpit or to my outer left ribs while my right heel is pressing down into the ground. Now pull both knees into your chest, give yourself a big hug, big squeeze. Take your hands behind your thighs, and I want you to start to rock and roll. Now, can you immediately think of this as our rolling like a ball without letting your toes touch the ground? If they touch, that's okay, no big deal. But think inhale back, exhale up. Inhale back, exhale up. This time, lift up, pause, bring your inner thighs to touch. Hug your legs in towards your chest. See if you can lift your shins up so they are parallel to the floor. Look at that, we found our teaser pose. Can we hold here for a moment, cinching our waist? Maybe we reach our hands out and away from our body. If your knees are slightly parting, that's okay. Ideally, we do want to try to keep them parallel, at least for the time being, and pull our navel in. Take a big inhale. Big breath out. Can you straighten your legs? Can you bend your knees? Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, bend your knees. One more time, straighten. Pause, take a great big breath. And then an easy seat, sit tall, sit straight. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up. Reach your hands high overhead. Take your right hand down, lift your left hand high, take a big stretch over to the right. Push yourself up. Stretch over to the left. Push yourself up. And as always, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I hope you enjoyed our lovely Pilates class using our rolling like a ball to make our way into our teaser. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you again.